Got a new video for you. I mean, we do lots of new videos, but this is a new topic that many of you have been asking me about. Most of the time, as you can see, we've been working on this 66 Scotty right here, and most of the skin is in pretty good condition. This one had a couple of houdinkies in the front, and I'm not going to be able to really gloss over that. That's just not going to happen. You're going to see it. It's going to be glaring. But now understand, this is a 66. What is that, like 56 years old or something like that? Man, you hit 56, you don't have any houdinkies in you. That, you know, it's just, you haven't lived your life. This Scotty has lived its life. And this is the one that's 150 bucks, so it's getting ready to live its real life. Hey, like, subscribe, ring the bell, leave me a message. Anyway, I want to show you how to use body filler on your camper. Now, you've got to be careful because body filler for cars isn't necessarily the same body filler as for campers. This is aluminum. You've got to make sure that yours, I don't even know what this is. They're not paying me, as you know. This one says right on it that it's used with aluminum, among some other products. So we know we're good. It's going to adhere to this. So what we did was we took about an 80 grit and we sanded this whole trailer, but especially right in here. Had to get it down pretty clean. Make sure that this body filler is going to stick to it. So I've got my body filler out. I've got to mix it. So I'm going to take about a 4-inch puddle. See if we can get that going right here. Now, I kind of drew a little circle. I don't think you can see it there, but I just wanted to be pretty careful because it's been a little bit since I've done this. And now I need to take this hardener, because this won't do anything until you mix these together. And then it's going to create that right there. It's going to bond together, and I'll have about 5 or 6 minutes to cover my area before it's done. It's hard. And then in 15 to 20 minutes, it's done hardening, and I can come back with sandpaper. So I'm just going to take this in here, and I'm just going to keep mixing it. Mix, 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 until I get a uniform color. This might take a minute or two. And as you can tell, Russ is here today on the camera. I had to threaten him with Employee of the Month honors to get him back here behind the camera. And he was disgusted by my camera work. All right, I have gotten all the blue streaks out of it. We're in a pretty continuous color. It's pretty kind of all one color. So I'm going to start adding this to my spot right here. It's going to be, I don't want to say difficult, but more difficult for somebody like me. Some of you car people out there, it's probably not a big deal, but kind of going vertical like this. Been a while since I have done this, but I wanted to kind of share it with you. And this doesn't have to be perfect. I'm probably trying too hard right now, and we don't want it too thick. Shouldn't have a ton of body filler on here, but we got to have enough to blend it in, blend it out. Kind of go across there. We're going to get a little right here and there. Kind of go across. I think, and it's really starting to get hard, so I'm going to hit a couple of these little holes right here. Yeah, this is really, it's almost done. Almost. No, it's done. So we've got a paste. So that's why you got to move quick. So what that tells me is I didn't have 5 to 6 minutes, so I put a little bit too much hardener in it. So live and learn. This is my first time using this product. I'm going to put a little bit less in it next time because I don't want to be wasteful. Now we're going to wait 15 to 20 minutes and we're going to come back. We're going to put the sanding disc on that and see if we can smooth it out. Going to start sanding. I'm going to start with an 80 grit, which it asked for. We got kind of a mess going on down here, but I'm going to try to just at least get it smoothed out. I'm back to filming, but guess why? Russ is pulling the devil's nails. That's good for him. Toughen him up a little bit, you know what I mean? I hate the devil's nails. We shouldn't even be joking about them. All right, so let me put my little stationery right here. All right, there we go. Now, right here is what we've put down. We've got it, and it's double hard right now. We're gonna have to put that 80 on it. So let me put that 80 on it and see if we could at least get it kind of going this way. I'm just starting on the seams so I can kind of get a seam going to kind of make the continuity. This doesn't have to be perfect down here. It just has to be better because it was bad. If we get it kind of continuitous, I don't know if that's a real word. Continuitous. Anyway, if we get it looking the same uniformly, that's a word, then your eye won't be drawn to it. It'll just say, hey, that looks nice. Okay. That's the 80 grit. It looks much more continuous at this point. Now I'm going to drop down to a 180 or a 220. I think mine's 220. They recommend the 180, but 220 is okay. So I'm just going to kind of smooth it out. And this doesn't, you shouldn't really see like these ridges right here. We'll smooth it into that. And it doesn't really matter when you get close what it looks like. What you want to do is kind of blindly run your hand across it. And if it feels pretty smooth, then you're not going to see it underneath because we're going to go with a pretty thick primer. So you won't feel it under the primer and then under the paint. So it's just like this. Checking for the continuity. That's a real word. All right, here we go. Let me change my disc. Here we go. Russ is still mad about those devil nails.
I am.
Anyway, continuous. So I'm going to do my little kind of blind rub test here. So I'm gonna look at you guys. I mean, it's not super. There's one right there. So I'm gonna look at.